Day 4 in Japan. We're heading to Tsukuba from Fujinomiya. On the way to Tsukuba, we're going to see some of our friends and also finally have time to drop by this up garage, which is the biggest up garage in the country, and let's see is there anything, well, any good score to buy. Well, let's check it out. This place looks really dangerous. Just walking in, I can see 3 wheels that I would buy on the staircase, and then there's at least 2 sets of suspension in front of me that I will buy. Don't know, should we keep walking or not? I think I should leave my credit card and my wallet back in the car first. Well, this is the first rack we walk in. Look at all the suspension, it's so cheap. You can buy a set of Blitz suspension for GR86 for about $450 NZD. A set of Monoflex for ER34 for about $250. I mean, there is slight damage on the shock body, but I don't think this is a big problem. And then another $250 for a set of set 34 coilovers. Well, for those Altezza owner looking for gearbox, you can buy one here for probably roughly like $750 NZD. There's no gearbox left in New Zealand, thanks to someone. A set of Ennis brake discs for GR and also for GT, $500 for a set. Looks pretty new. Nismo ER34 S-Tune, $550. It's like all the suspension are like about the same price unless they're like really new or really top of the line. Well, if we're coming back to race in November and building the car, we can probably come here buy some decent Recaros or something. The price is not too bad, but it's probably cheaper from Yahoo auction. But for what we're doing, it probably doesn't need anything like FIA approved or anything special. Probably something like this will fit most of our drivers, and pricing's not too bad. So you can probably come here for a look or send some seats over and see what happens. For some of your bright seat, you can actually get the replacement cover from here. It's not too dear, $40 to $50 NZD. Or the backing of, I think this goes on the back of the seat. I can't remember, Aaron was explaining you can't leave the seat backing open like this in a road car. You have to put a cover on. So these are actually quite popular. Well, you come to this up garage, there's actually a 3rd floor that a lot of people miss because the 2nd floor is actually all the bike stuff. If you come through, there's actually a staircase to get to level 3. Apparently there's all the secret stuff hidden or some special wheels sometime. We'll have a look. Well, we have a ASM front bumper here for about 1500 NZD, and then also a GRB Varus full carbon under tray. What else down here? Tom's front bumper for GT86. Well, I'll come have a look for Aaron to see if he found his Vortex GT wing that he's been looking for ages. There's actually one here, but not the right model. There's actually a 1.8 meter swan neck GT wing from Saad. It's 1.8 meters. I'm not sure how you can hand carry that back if you do buy it from here. I would buy that, but I don't know how I'm gonna take it home. Here we are. If you remember this place, this is where we got cooked in summer here last year in Aaron's car. Was this the C1 or C2 route, which goes all the way to the bottom and then drives back out. There's a massive loop and it just goes forever underground. Now I think we stop just up here or a little bit further, which the water temp on Aaron's car got over to like 110 degree, and we just parked here, and then it was 70 degree inside this tunnel. I think like the thermometer in the car actually went out of range. It was so hot, and it was just sweating, but we made it out in the end. Yeah, I think we stopped around here. If you remember, if not, look back at our summer series. That was pretty epic trip, to be honest. 1 week in Japan, hard and fast, and it was just cooking. Now we're actually on the way, same place again. We're going to Car Shop Glow to pick up some stuff. I actually left my gloves behind after the scuba drive last year, and Brian just kept it for me. He knew I was coming back, so we're gonna go pick it up, but Brian's not there because he's in Canada. And then after there, we'll either go for some sightseeing, or we're gonna head up to scuba earlier than we planned. Okay, so we made it to Car Shop Glow, and after a good hunt, we just found out my gloves is actually not here. Brian's actually left them at home. It's about 2 o'clock at the moment. We actually had plans in the afternoon. We probably can't get them until like 6 o'clock, and then will be another long drive to scuba. We were hoping to get there early today, but looks like it's going to be another long day. We've got 4 hours to waste. I'll find something to do. Actually, there was planned, but that's all going to change because the timing and everything's not going to be right, because we meant to go further up north and then go to scuba, but we're not going to go down and come back and then go back up. So just simple things like this just get so frustrated. Well, I think this is the best time to actually look at what we've got in our car. This is actually the same engine and turbo setup you can actually buy from HKS, or you can buy from this store. This is Super Autobacs. As you can see, the intercooler, it's actually not that big. So the cooling is one issue, and also if you look at the gap between this heat shield and the inlet pipe, there's actually not much air gap in it. So all the heat coming off the turbo going to the heat shield, it will get transferred into this intercooler piping. I don't think it's actually the best idea. And also, being a Japanese domestic model turbocharger, there is a catalytic converter. As you can see the price, you can buy a complete engine, bolt-on turbo kit, and also the LA clutch, which is around the back, you can see. Something to talk about this clutch is, it might not hold a lot of power, but it's actually designed to slip. So, as you know, the GR86 or GT86 gearbox is not the strongest. If you dump the clutch real quick, especially in 3rd and 4th gear, the torque transfer is so quick, it actually twists the gear set, and that's why they go bang. So with HKS LA clutch, it's kind of designed to slip. That's why it doesn't withstand the horsepower. Also, there is actually a ORC equivalent clutch that you can order special for GT86. Like the ORC 309 is a really good clutch, really strong, but then the problem is the shot when it goes through when you bang the gears. So this is a complete motor, and I think what happened last time at the track was this is the sensor that actually became a problem right here. So this was actually loose or flopping around from the inside, and we're getting problems. You can't really see why that caused it, and it was just packed with stuff to stop the sensor moving. That's why we're having misfire problem, because this sensor wasn't actually tight. And if you look at this motor, it's actually quite simple as a whole package. It's no different than a stock motor. It's just the drive belt's been upgraded. At the moment, it doesn't have the whole oil cooler kit that's on there, but this is exactly what we have on our car. A few things can be improved, but it's probably for fitment, for easy fitment, this is how they have to have it. I'm sure you can fit a bigger intercooler in there, and also can probably reroute this intercooler piping a bit better. For the turbo location, there's not much choice apart from dropping it slightly lower to get around the heat issue, but that's still something to figure out in long term. So with this display here, this intake is actually a alloy intake. On our car, it's still a plastic. I think at some point we might have to change it back to something like this. I don't really trust the plastic intake that's on the car. There is higher chance it will crack or have air leaks. So maybe at some point we have to switch it back to something like this, so there's less problem. But for now, hopefully we'll get through this dry fat Tsukuba, and finger crossed, we should be good to go.